Big Ben now 5-1 in the regular season against Buffalo. Josh Allen loses his first career game against Steelers, had been 2-0. Steelers, how about 22 plays, 54 yards in the first half? Whatever you passed out, oranges, Gatorade, pep talk, whatever, do it every week.
No question.
Because they played one heck of a second half. And again, the big play that sort of turned this game was the block punt for a touchdown. That really swung the momentum. And the Steelers, who were plus 230 coming in, plus 525 at halftime cover for you. They were getting 6.5 points. You didn't need them. Under came in as well. Quick injury note, Chase Claypool left in the fourth quarter, did not return. And the man who was on the call, always a pleasure to see his smiling face. It means it's football season, and I got Charles Davis on the program here with us. Charles, welcome back. Good to see your face. And talk to me about really the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, they were 11-0. We're posting odds about them going undefeated, and they looked terrible at the end of the year, and people were sort of off them. They came back today. What was really the strength of this football team today for 4 quarters?
Well, great to see you, Eric, and make sure you say hello to Jonathan and Bryant for me as well. It's nice to be on a Sunday and you can be the preacher and have a little call and response going back there. I like that. But the bottom line, I think, is still Mike Tomlin's coaching this football team. People forget about that. There's always this conversation, you know, Ben's getting old, there's no offensive line, there's no this, there's no that. Mike Tomlin is coaching this football team. 15th year now. Has never had a losing season. He went 8-8 in a year where he played with Mason Rudolph and Duck Hodges. So he knows how to win and motivate teams. That's where it starts. The second part is Ben Roethlisberger. He has this offensive line in front of him. He knows one guy's name when they start training camp. He's got a rookie center he's got to bring along, a left tackle who's protecting your blind side, who's a rookie out of Texas A&M, Dan Moore, and he handles it unconcerned, brings along the running back Najee Harris, their first-round pick out of Alabama, and finds ways to make plays. I said at halftime, they're going to put the ball in the hands of Ben in the second half. They did, and it worked. But he also got some help that I thought was unexpected. Offensive line moved some people. Najee Harris made some nice runs. And, boy, that defense, my goodness. T.J. Watt got paid. But how about the pickup of Melvin Ingram? Did that pay dividends today?
Sure did. And it got special teams touchdown as well, which was a big turning point in the game. If you're Buffalo and you're walking into the team meeting tomorrow morning and you're saying, all right, where do we need to fix first? I mean, it's no time to panic. It's one game. But what would you go after first if you were looking to fix Buffalo after today?
Well, I think the bottom line is they feel like their identity is throwing the football, throwing the football, throwing the football. I do think that they're going to talk about how they're going to mix the run game in a little bit more. Devin Singletary looks more like his rookie year to me, Eric, than he did last year. He's a lot quicker, more fluid, and they're going to work Matt Breida into the offense a little bit more as well, whether he's running it or catching it out of the backfield. Dawson Knox, the young tight end, I thought he stepped up today. He should get more opportunities down the road. But they have the playmakers. They have what they're looking for. But I do think they're going to think about running it a little bit more. And if there's one call Brian Daboll's going to want back, it was the 4th and short where they showed the heavy formation. Actually, they showed jumbo, humongous, Dumbo, whatever you call it, fullback, extra tight end, extra offensive lineman, and then they got cute with it. And Cam Sutton spoiled the play. Pittsburgh on defense, when they had to make a play, they consistently did that today. My hat's off to Keith Butler, their coordinator, and all those guys in black and gold on that side of the ball, especially Cam Hayward. I thought he was phenomenal today.
Last one. I mean, look, you're playing against a good defense. You can't do it alone. But give me sort of your report card of Josh Allen today.
Listen, we got to the point with Josh Allen where everything he did was stupendous, right? He was on that roll at the end of last year where every throw was perfect. Well, this game he came out and was a little shaky at times. And when I say shaky, I think opening day he was fired up. There were a couple of them. Remember that great piece of NFL Films tape where Favre comes to the sidelines with Holmgren and he goes, "No more rocket balls, please?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm all chinged up, I thought that Josh Allen was a little bit of that to start today. And then he got into a good rhythm at the end of the half. And in the second half, he was off a little bit. Never really found his total groove, but I don't expect that to continue. My betting is that Josh Allen, Buffalo, they'll find their groove again. As you said, one game. If there's a place to be encouraged, nothing ever really gashed them totally on defense. A big play on special teams, as you noted, helped break the game open.
He does a great job on the call no matter what game he has. Today he had Buffalo and Pittsburgh. Charles Davis, thank you very much for the time.
All right, you take care of yourself, Eric.
All right, let's go Buffalo and Pittsburgh. I suppose I'm going to let you go first. It's your honor, considering you were a Pittsburgh Steeler, won 2 Super Bowls there.
Yes. You heard what Charles said. We shouldn't be surprised, number one.
What?
We shouldn't be.
Wait, hold on. They were terrible at the end of the year last year.
Listen, I don't care what happened last year. You heard what Charles Davis said. Who's coaching this ball club? Mike T. You know him. You know him. You know how well respected he is. You know the knowledge, the instincts. We saw a great coaching display today.
I thought they were very well
you
coached.
said, I don't know what they had in the locker room during halftime, what kind of oranges, Gatorade, water, whatever it was. It worked, and it was outstanding. Not to mention that defense, I, for one, had concerns on the defensive side. No Bud Dupree. You just got the contract done with Watt. Some new pieces in the secondary. How will they perform against an elite-like quarterback?
No, you're right. Look,
and Josh Allen.
They made adjustments at halftime, which is coaching on offense.
Yep.
Their defense had a great scheme coming in, coaching, and their special teams made a big play and all 3 facets of the game. I thought they were very well coached today.
And that special teams play was so huge because when you look at the Steelers' offensive numbers, it wasn't like they blew you away. Now, Ben Roethlisberger, and he played really well against the Detroit Lions in that preseason game, and that made me think, okay, there's going to be a better season out of Ben than the year before. But what we saw from them, they were 4 of 12 on third down. Najee Harris only had 45 yards on the ground. If you went into this game and I told you Big Ben's going to go 18 of 32, they're only going to convert 4 out of 12 third downs, and their running back, the much-heralded running back behind a new offensive line, is only going to get 45 yards against the Buffalo Bills, that's an L for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You
would think so.
So did this come down to a great catch by Chase Claypool, a great catch in the end zone by Deontay Johnson, and a block punt for a touchdown?
Well, every close game with elite teams always come down to the 3 to 5 games. However, I think it came down to that special teams play, number one, and Josh Allen not playing at the MVP level, because that's where we saw the Buffalo Bills finally get back to the AFC title game, because Josh Allen played at an NFL MVP level. If he's not there, the Bills team is good, but they're not that good.
And also, one thing we have to realize, the reason why he was not there, Jay, is because of their defense, the defense he was going against.
Yep,
they
were
mixed
excellent
some things
today.
up. They really did a great job in disguising.
Even on the one touchdown they did get, it was one hell of a throw by Josh Allen. There was nothing easy today.
There's only a throw that a few quarterbacks can make, and he made that throw. But outside of that, it was tough for him. He got
nothing
hit.
easy today.
He got hit.
Nothing easy.
And T.J.
like
Watt was all over him.
T.J. Watt, you got Ingram, who was a big-time signing, under the radar signing. This was a huge win for the Pittsburgh Steelers because everyone counted them out except me.
When Melvin Ingram was in his prime back with the Chargers, we used to put up a stat thing that the Chargers record when he played, because he got hurt a lot, and the Chargers records when he didn't, and he was like a quarterback almost, like the radical difference when he was on the field or not when he was in his prime, and the guy still has a lot of tread left on the tire.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.